Barely misses it at the mouth. No, it's going to be damage control time, I thought, but not to be for Vikas. At some point, Vikas is going to bring this white down after he pockets some of the straightforward coins on the board. Now, literally everybody who's done with their games or watching this game, I would count at least 40 people. He gave a mighty heave and did pocket the black here in the process. That's so nicely and easily done. Now Vikas gets this and he's home with this particular one, and he banks himself on getting this, and not to be. So if Saravanan finishes these 3 coins, he goes up 4 more, and he would be moving on to 16. Still quite a task. I think he's made it slightly difficult, and no, it's easy as water, drinking water. So with the last board to come, the scores are 16 and 24. Saravanan has 16 and Vikas is 24, and the last board is coming up. Last board of this particular game. Saravanan has won the first game, and this is the second game. What you're going to see next is Vikas has the last strike, which is generally an advantage if you're able to play well. If you're able to have a nice clean strike, it can set you up for something called a slam, which is making all your coins in the first turn. So more of that a little later. As I said, this is both a play-by-play and perhaps a few tidbits of comments which can educate some of the viewers who are probably watching for the first time. So my name is Murli. I'm part of the USCA team as an advisor. And here we go. It's a decent strike. It's a decent strike by Vikas. I think there was some confusion whether the coin went in or not. They solved it amicably, and getting 9 points to win the game in this last board on somebody else's break is quite an ordeal. But Saravanan is generally up to the challenge, and he's making sure he has enough to go on. And not a quarter given, not a quarter taken, right? We're not going to make it easy for you, is what Vikas just told him. And there you go. That's going to be a nice little cut, or he wanted to release some of his coins here, so he played a harder cut. Someone is wondering, how do I get my 9 points on this board? It's to me looking pretty reasonably difficult, but he still has a chance, and a chance is all what champions need. And that's a beautifully done cut to the black. I think he was hoping to bring open up some space here, but it was not to be in the previous one. Now should Vikas take a few coins here, that should be second game to Vikas. I'm not calling it yet, but you'll see typically that once it's impossible to win the game, the players decide to call it off. But perhaps they're using this to practice for the upcoming third game. So Vikas is going to try and play some shots here to get more comfortable and be ready for game number 3. So he's going to move out, or he did try to move the other black a little further down, but he's going to get this. That was a brilliant shot as well, pocketing that one and bringing the other white down. I think the players have decided to use the rest of this board for the sake of the spectators. It's amazing that about 40 people are watching it live. And yeah, they're not going to disappoint them, are they? So they typically take a 5-minute break between the second and third games, and a break is coming up for you. But it's popcorn time, ain't it? Uh, you'll see because we'll pocket both of those or not. And Saravanan attempted to make that coin and bring this down here. Just barely missed. Vikas is going to practice this shot, which is taking it 3 pockets. Probably not as interested anymore in this particular game as he is done with it. And the lion roars, just taking his coins easily. They're practicing. I guess that's a queen. Easily done. And Vikas is also going to practice this. It's such an impossible task with this coin sort of being blocked. And Saravanan is going to. Wow, that was showmanship. He's playing the Z shot so that the white gets out of the way. And Vikas is going to say, hey, not so fast. I'm going to do the same thing here. Oh, that was the queen. So game number 2 to Vikas Kosti in this battle royal in the quarterfinals of the NEUSCA 2025 NEUSCA Winter Tournament. This is January 25th, 2025. We'll take a pause here between games 2 and 3. They get about 5 minutes to come back to the board. I'll pick up the threads for you, be the voice in your head to take you through game number 3. Each one having one each. I mean the first and second games. So stay tuned. Don't go away. Get some more popcorn. We're ready for you. Vikas is seated. Vikas now is on your right. And as your scorecard says, the game 3 is about to start. Saravanan is seating himself. Just to bring you up to speed, both Vikas and Saravanan have won one game each. Now, the battle for the third game is going to start in a couple of seconds. While that is going to happen, I'm going to give you an update for you. In the quarterfinal 4, which was between Kamal, Umair, and Arshad, Kamal won in two games straight. We're bringing live Vikas and Saravanan to you. Naveen and Jaiprakash are playing in quarterfinal 3, which JP has won. Jaiprakash has won the first game. In the second game, he leads 9-4. It's I think board number 4 or something like that. I'll bring more information to you. While the fourth quarterfinal between Ajay Arora and Anil Surapalli, Ajay won the first game and the second game is going on. Okay, Vikas is ready to strike. Let's watch. He didn't make any. Saravanan has a few coins to take care of. This is coin number 1, this is coin number 2. Done easily. Fouls can happen when you make mistakes like that, but it was safe. What you just saw happen was the coin went out of the surface onto the frame and came back, and hence that coin is going to be kept in the middle, and that's what was done. Vikas is going to clean up a few of the straightforward open coins. At this level, they don't miss those. Simply making sure positions are not available to the opponent. Vikas is going to pocket that and is going to perhaps target that coin or not. The or not comes into the picture. He just does a simple drag, not of aggressive shot, but something which opens up a couple of coins for him. Saravanan is going to make that pair, the white and black pair. I think Vikas is going to cut that into the pocket, which is too far, and he misses it by a couple of inches. So what you just saw there was Saravanan playing this coin and bringing a white back into his base, which is a very nice move. Vikas is going to take care of that coin, and he's probably going to have a play on this one. Or if he feels that the queen has to be protected, he will perhaps play the queen. You saw that it was a nice attempt. Vikas was trying to pocket this coin, and the striker would go and release this one, but not to be. The striker goes into the pocket. It's very equivalent to scratch in the pool table games, and hence one of his coins come out in the middle. Uncannily, Saravanan misses that coin twice. The farther it is from the player, generally it's a little more tougher. Saravanan is perhaps going to play that and the queen together in the same shot, which is what he does, giving him a clean path for the queen, which uncannily he misses. Vikas is going to take the queen and perhaps play this coin individually, and the queen is taken. Now he will clear up these two other coins, which he does easily. And this last coin, he can either push it through there or put it in between those two blacks, or not to be. It's still on this board. He's taken the queen as well. Saravanan nicely pockets and brings the white back here at an offense defense move. He will not pocket this. He's going to play this into the third pocket, which he does it like a piece of cake, a walk in the park. And the last one goes in two, giving Saravanan 1 point in this first board of the third game. You're watching the quarterfinals of the NEUSCA winter tournament, the first tournament of the 2025 calendar year. This is the third game between Vikas and Saravanan. Saravanan is on your left and Vikas is on your right. And board 1 is in the books of the third game. And we have Saravanan to break number 2. What looked to me and you as the audience as something which Vikas had taken care of, I was actually hoping that Vikas would play that last of his blacks out here, or he's pretty good at making it here as well, which was not to be. He chose to put it in between those two blacks, but he failed to do an accurate job of it, and the lion roared by really finishing it off. It's a pretty nice break. I think he made 1 coin in that pocket, and he has plenty of coins to take care of. Is he going to play an open game or not? He's always super confident of his skills, and that is what you're watching. It's almost subconsciously done. Seeing many coins disappear from the board before the play-by-play is called. That was beautifully done. This pair was played alongside playing that white, and very nicely done. I try to do one more. Just wanted that pocket to be put back in, this one. The queen is now open. A play which failed for Vikas, and Saravanan is looking at perhaps scoring 12 points on this board. And the last coin is up for the taking, and the king roars again. It's a 12-point board to Saravanan. A massive finish. Vikas hardly got a chance to show up for that particular board. I think it is Saravanan leading the third game at 13 points. And this is the third board Vikas to strike. Now Vikas has to really think about how he wants to play this. It's both of their playing styles are very, very aggressive, and hence it could be big boards coming either which way. In some of the other games, there's a lot of offense defense which continuously happens, cat and mouse, which keeps both the players in play in one sense. I think both Saravanan and Vikas are thinking that I'm going to stay aggressive. I'm going to stay true to myself. That was a decent break, perhaps on purpose, not so heavy as he would normally strike. Saravanan is playing extremely well, and both of them, you saw this being missed, and Vikas missed the previous attempt. It's uncanny for both of them, for sure. Pocket that and bring some coins down, which he does. He's going to make it simple here, but it just comes back here. Now, for many of us players watching, you would attest to the idea that it's a pretty not so easy position for Saravanan. He goes for a cut and pull back, which doesn't happen as much as you want. I think I couldn't make out that, but looks like Vikas just pocketed the queen and is going to take the cover. Fairly easily done. It's time for Vikas to show up. This is board 3 with Saravanan leading 13 points to none, and Vikas is trying to get on the board. This is not an easy set of positions. He'll probably go for a cannon there or defend this lone white. Oh, he wanted to actually bring it back here, but landed up pocketing the white instead. The long cut. If that was made, then this would have been easy pickings for Vikas. Saravanan now is going to pocket as many coins as possible. I would think at least 3 or 4. That's coin number 2 gone. Is he going to stay aggressive? He doesn't have the position to finish this board. And he did stay aggressive. He didn't try to block Vikas' coin. So Vikas is now 1 more coin to pocket, and he is going to score, but not to be yet. So Saravanan is going to pocket this guy next. And is he going to take this white into defense, or is he going to be true to himself? He decides, well, there's no point defending it. I'm going to try and make all 3. So Vikas is on the board on this 3rd game finally. So Vikas has 6 points from this board. So board number 4 to start. The scores are Saravanan 13 and Vikas has 6. So it's just 3 boards done. The 4th board of the 3rd game is coming up. We're watching the quarterfinals. Royal match between 2 very aggressive and highly skilled players from the United States of America. Vikas is on my right and Saravanan Babu is on your left, our left and our right. Hey, if you like what you're listening, if it's helping, it would be great if you can, suggest anything else that I should potentially cover. So please like and subscribe to our channel. It's going to be helpful for the whole Carom community. Board number 4 to start, 7-9 to break. One coin went in. He's going to keep that white there for a bit, because it just stops all of these coins from being pocketed by Vikas. But I'm probably looking way further down the line while the king has other plans. I think he's most likely going to play a rebound on it. But yeah, he made sure that he gives Vikas more problems to solve. Vikas simply has a huge clear path on many fronts. Sorry, 700. And Vikas is going to make it difficult. Vikas pockets the queen. And he takes the cover for the queen. Now he has to really be measured and not losing this board. That's 1 more coin down in the pocket. That's the 4th one. And what does he do now? That was a good attempt at defending, but Saravanan has, by many standards, 4 easy coins to play. But it looked like I'm always jinxing the player by saying something which was not going to happen. Now I think it's in Vikas' interest to ensure he reduces as many coins as possible. Now there are 3 coins for the king to take care of. That's 1 down. That's a nice glance, and this should be just touched. And that's what he does. And 3 coins on the board. queen to Vikas, that means Saravanan gets 3 points. He adds 3 points to his score of 13 points, which is 16. So going into the fifth board, the scores are 16 to Saravanan and 6 points to Vikas. This is the third game of the best of three quarterfinals, NEUSCA Winter Tournament, first of its kind in the 2025 calendar year. Hope you're enjoying watching this. Two very aggressive players showing up and entertaining us. The scores are Vikas 16, Saravanan and Babu is 16 and Vikas is 6. Vikas to strike, board number 5. It's a pretty decent strike. Now, I think he has to be more measured to ensure he doesn't give a free path. Saravanan now has quite a few coins he's going to play. This is a straight one. He has to do something with the queen now. He takes the white out, which is perhaps a nice move, because if he covered the queen, then he doesn't have another coin to play in terms of as a follow for the queen. Saravanan nicely pockets that, but the queen is not available to Saravanan yet. But not a big worry, I guess. These long cuts that these players are playing, and especially Saravanan, is going to be quite a weapon for Saravanan at this point. That is a nice move to bring a white here to aid in some kind of defense for at least a turn. That's an uncanny miss, but not too much harm, I guess. Vikas would take that, but he would not potentially play this yet. He has to make sure that that was a nice move to bring this coin down here. He was actually trying to pocket that. If he had done that, I think he had a clear path to finishing this particular board. It's played such a hurry, so accuracy gets lost in the midst. I think whoever has some more patience is going to perhaps take the backhand home. That was a nice move, but making the queen a little more difficult than he would like. And not a problem, says Vikas. He's going to cover this long coin into the pocket, and Vikas is all set to get 7 more points. Game on, guys. It is 13 and 16 going into board number 6. So Saravanan leads the third game, 13 points to Vikas's. Saravanan leads the game number 3 with 16 points to Vikas's 13. It's going to be board number 6 coming up, and the 6th board is going to be typically in singles the strike is considered a significant weapon. You may have heard generally of the word called slam, which is start to finish. Typically it happens with a good nice strike. Typically they try to hit this white here, but in this case it hit the black next to it in the setup. And I'm thinking perhaps Saravanan felt a little bit of pressure from the 2 boards he gave away or was snatched by Vikas. I think Vikas must be highly confident now of pulling back a couple of boards from the flow that Saravanan had. He's going to bring back quite a few coins into defense and opening up his own coins. I would think Saravanan is going to make a play on this or this and then this. which are all good moves. Oh, perhaps not this, because the queen would have had an easy path for Vikas. He gently pushed this particular black out there to give him an opportunity to defend. That is not an intended consequence. The queen came open, and Saravanan takes it. This is a pickle to be solved at some point. Saravanan, I think, is feeling good about this, and he goes to solve the pickle anyway. That's a nice move, with so many coins being blocked, in a sense. So Vikas actually played that shot here to bring back the white, and that's exactly what happened. Just gives him an opportunity. So Vikas is going to take one of these in the corner. Little tentative, I guess, at this point. The scores are Saravanan and 16, and Vikas is 13. This is the 6th board, and just 2 easy coins for Saravanan to complete, which takes him up to 8 more points, and that is 24 points. So with 2 more boards to go, we have the scores at 13 Vikas and 24 to Saravanan. Saravanan is at the mouth of victory. Let us see what tricks can Vikas pull from out of his hat to make a match of this. So I want to remind you that Saravanan leads the 3rd game with 24 and 13. There are 2 more boards to go. This is the quarterfinal match of the NEUSCA 2025 tournament, winter, and is being played in the beautiful city of New Jersey. We thank our sponsors, Core Hive, for making all this happen, and also all the other donors who have generously donated. That was a massively failed break. I'm not sure whether it's going to harm Vikas, but surely it must be nerves to a large extent. He's down with just 2 more boards to go. He needs to plan if he has a chance to win this. He does sort of plan. The queen is out there, so that needs to be addressed by Saravanan. But I think he's not worrying about it at this point. He's going to finish as many of his coins. So making sure that should he lose his board, it's going to be very few points, and that would be a mountain to climb on the last board. And he makes it look so easy, ain't it? That was one of the most difficult pairs to make, and now he's going to have a play on the queen, I thought. Not to be. He did bring the black out here with 3 whites staring at this particular pocket. So Vikas has to exercise some caution. Yes and no, he says. He's going to pocket this, and he's so good at that. And he's going to go for the queen as well. He misses it by a yard. So Vikas takes the queen. Now he has an option to, he's going for the rebound. And does it nicely. Puts him in a position to get at least 6 if he should finish this board at this point in time. Not so easy, huh? That was nicely done. This is still a difficult coin for Saravanan. Now, how is Vikas going to navigate these 4? Squeeze one into that gap. Not to be. Yes, to be. So I'm thinking Saravanan gets this coin. Oh, he either missed it or he wanted to actually free up some space here or create a different problem for Vikas. This should be game over. Saravanan takes this, takes that, and rebounds for this. What's he going to do? He's taking a pause. He's going for the rebound first. Not meant to be, but no harm. Vikas has a huge problem to solve. He was hoping to pocket both the coins, which is not to be. It's going to be brought down nicely. Fantastically done. And the last one. There, that is it. Saravanan extends his hand. Vikas says, great game. Saravanan wins the quarterfinal match. That was such a treat to watch. And that was such a treat to bring it to you. Hopefully you enjoyed it. It was such a rapid-paced game with high level of skills on both players playing so rapidly. It was great fun to watch. Hopefully you feel the same way. Stay tuned. We may bring some more matches for you live. And yeah, time to take a break by yourselves, right? Go take a break and enjoy the moment. We'll be back live soon. Bye.